Hi everyone, we have installed, or we're in the process of installing the Premier One pig fence setup. So far it looks pretty good. I mean, it took longer than I thought it would. It was just a matter of really unrolling it because it was kind of tangled, but we still have some parts of the fence that need to be constructed. I'm going to turn the camera around and show it to you. So basically, here is the fence poles, and these can just be placed in the ground by pushing. You got to kind of push hard. I don't really see a child being able to do it. My 9-year-old was not successful. And these are the end posts, just to give it some more stability. What we need to do now is we need to put a string, because they give you these strings here, and you're going to tie them to the end post and just kind of keep it together. So that's what that's for. And then you have, this is how the fence is electrified. You're going to go ahead and clip these together, and that's going to bring the current here. So obviously when you take the fence apart, you want to unclip this here. Now, this here is probably going to only last the pigs a few days, and then I'll have to move it again. I mean, that's one of the downsides, where I had them loose in this big area here, and I mean, the only issue, they did get out once because they lifted the gate up. Since then I have fixed that problem by attaching wire so that they can't go ahead and lift the door up. I have all the way down there. I don't even think you can see it. There it is. I just zoomed in. That's the door. So they were lifting that up with their noses. So anyway, here's what it looks like. I haven't electrified it, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then what we'll have to do is move the shelters, and it's just going to make everything more efficient because I'm going to put some grapevines down there, and then these pigs will eventually move down outside this fenced area into the back, where there is a lot more land back there that's not being used. So that's the goal. The goal is really to just train them on this fence right now. So, but we're gonna have to electrify it, because otherwise they're gonna just tear this fence down if they're left in here. This one's a little sloppy, but this is the idea. You're just securing the corners. There's my helper over there. All right, are you ready to electrify it? Ready to electrify it? Okay. All right, so this is the solar IntelliShock 60 right here. Okay, by Premier One and ground rod. And basically we have the positive and the negative. So I'm going to attach the positive up here, negative on the ground rod, and then we are going to click on. Okay, green light. Double green light means that it is charged. And we just heard a pig squeal. All right, now I haven't put them inside the enclosure, but that right there tells us that this is electrified. Now let's test it. And look at that. It's telling us that it is indeed electrified right now. So make sure that you use this tester before you go ahead. Now, let's shut it off. Now, the electric is off. Now we'll do the tester again. You see what we're getting now? We're getting the red. It's telling us to check it. Okay, so make sure that you always test it before you put animals in the enclosure. But it's pretty straightforward. That's not for throwing. No, that is for the corners. So remember to put these in on the corners. My son seems to think it's some kind of a harpoon or something. So do all the corners have them? The one in the far corner, go and tie. All right, so have a little bit of work left here. All right, next step is we're gonna put them in. We gotta put the shelter in here, and then we are good. But so far it's been pretty straightforward. And right here, the solar is going towards the sun. Pretty straightforward, kind of cool.